Oh. Where is... Oh, okay. So this is it, guys. 2026. What a fucking year that was. Wow. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm very grateful for all the things that happened in my life. I'm very grateful for the friends I've made and situations that were given to me. But I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. This is not good for me. Because, can't even do this without patience and privacy, and haven't made a video in a while. I'm not gonna fully blame my environment. I'm definitely gonna hold myself accountable, but yeah, I need to get out of here. You need to surround yourself in an environment where people can focus. You know, put yourself in that environment. Create it first of all, but then put yourself in that environment. And so, this year, I don't know, man. This year, I want to not give an absolute fuck. I want to keep making these videos. I stopped. Sorry. I want to keep making these videos because I want to get better at understanding what the fuck it is that I want to do. There's a few people that I follow where I'm like, wow, this person is really like out there doing everything. You know, I used to think I'm an actor, so I have to just do that. And I still hold that label dearly, but I don't know, the world is changing, and I think it's okay. I think you can do all of the above and be an actor. I think that's okay. You know? And I'm just sick and tired of sitting and waiting to find out like which one is my answer and not do anything about it. There's so many careers where people start with fucking whatever, and then they go into a place where they didn't even imagine would happen. It would be it. And I think it's my time to do that. I don't know what I want these videos to be about. I think I'm going to find that out over time. I really tried hard. I don't want to keep repeating the same process. There's some people that I follow who I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. I like that they make these videos as like reconvening. You just get to chat about stuff, and I like to chat. But I can't do that here. I just feel impatient and stared at, and I don't know. Maybe that's a part of what I need to do. Maybe that is like, maybe I need to break out of that mold. I don't know. I don't know, man. Today I have work. Great at 3. But I am very grateful that I have a job. I've been slacking on the videos. I'm so sorry. I'm eventually I'll have some type of podcast. Really, like I really like talking to people, like talking about stuff. I think it's really fun because I'm a good listener. I just try to be. Um, Obviously I'm not perfect, but I just find a lot of interest in people, and I'd like to pursue that. And so I'm gonna do that a lot more. I'm gonna try to do it like every week, maybe more. I don't know. Try. I'm gonna can't hold myself accountable. On top of that, the skits are always going to be made. Fucking this whole area, what the fuck? Oh look, I got this. This is pretty cool. It's like the dog painting. Because I make funny skits and Jesus Christ. And a company reached out and was like, "Hey, if you could put our painting in the back of your wall or in your background, that'd be great." So I'm like, "Hell yeah." Um, uh, what was it going with that? Oh yeah, so got that happening. Not the people reaching out. I'm at 20K right now on Instagram and TikTok. My YouTube is very slow because I don't really touch it, and I should touch it a lot more. I should touch it real nice. But I think what I do is I spend too much time planning how to perfect it and touch it, and that's ultimately the thing that we need to get rid of. We need to get rid of that. It's not good, man. It's not good. We sit there and just wait for perfection. There's no answer that's going to be the right answer except take action. And it's gonna feel different for everybody. You could tell somebody take action, and they'll be like, "Yeah, you're right," and then you go home and eat a sandwich. But that really is it. And one thing that I'm learning, it takes your action to create the momentum, to create the motivation. That's something that's something that seems to be the key. You know, you spend so much time like building motivation, yeah. But you're just sitting there. You're actually really just sitting there, doing nothing. And then you go, "Wow, that was a lot, man! I just built so much energy." You believe that? Yeah. You know what? That was a lot of energy. I'm gonna take a snack. I grab myself a bottle of wine because I just did all that. I just did all that thinking. I just did all that. I put the wheels in motion. But you just sat there. Maybe you took a walk. You didn't really do anything. And then you live your life like, "Wow, see that? I did my dishes. Hooray for me. Wow, you see that? I cleaned my room. Hooray for me." These are just things that are just necessary throughout your day. And maybe it's different obviously it's different for everybody, but I'm really noticing for myself, someone who has a lot to do because they want to do, that sitting and motivating is not useful, bro. I'm 28 right now is not useful. The doing and flow and allowing the flow, the motivation. That's where the fucking gold is at. It's good to pat yourself on the back when you do the little things, but just keep it going. Because if you have other things to do, that's the key here. Everybody's in a different journey. If you have other things to do, right, projects you want to work on, then speak to yourself differently. If you don't, fucking be happy that you took off the little smudge on your wall after 6 months. Fucking crack down, and then you end up cleaning up your whole room. Great, get yourself some wine and a pizza and fucking have at it. But if you have a major project to be doing that you've been holding off, I don't really think that smudge is the thing that matters. I think you do it and then you keep doing the rest. You don't do the smudge and go, man, I did all that. Whew, like, I cleaned my room. Yeah. All right, now let's fucking relax now. Let's take a break. Reconvene. No. That's building the motivation right there. You need to now get ready and, get to work. And I'm noticing that this year. And I know I'm noticing that. I know that's the answer because when I do it, I feel calm in my brain. I feel a sense of ease, not a sense of angst. And so that's what this year's going to be about. Póngate las pilas. That's what my mom would say. Or just put on your batteries. So it's just basically referencing us as robots. And get to work. Which is crazy. Because technically that would mean that she's a robot. She gave birth to me. Or she's a scientist. What's going on here? So this year's going to be about that. Making moves. I do need to really clean up my room. It's just cold and dark and sad. And I put up this fucking mirror I've been neglecting. Now I got this painting. Let's make this place nice. I feel, you know what I can't wait for? I can't wait to, I bet I look horrible right now. I actually didn't even wash my face yet. I just woke up, like, whatever, not even a few minutes ago. Not even like an hour ago, I think. Because we went out late. And something happened and I just stood there. And then, okay. I didn't like that. What the fuck do I do now? I have work in a few hours. What do I do? Like, what do I do now? It's the brand new year. What do I do? And then I was like, let me just make a video. So I completely lost my train of thought right there with what I was saying. Oh my God. We're going to make this new year happen. And, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I feel I know I can make it happen this year. But goddamn, it's going to require a lot of work. I cannot wait for the relief of being able to like open my voice and speak through these videos rather than being like, oh, I'm talking like this because my roommates are right next door. I cannot wait to just open up. You can hear everything. You can hear the dust mites fucking. By the way, that's what I'm very allergic to. And that's what this whole place was full of, and that's why I got this problem. I walked in here and the fucking... It's never even been clean since fucking 1994. It's like, goddamn, bro. And listen, I'm not doing any better either. Doing far better. But, I can't wait to get out. Pray for me. And we gonna make it happen. Because if I make work, if I stay consistent, then you get to consistently watch something. You get to watch something you get to consistently watch something you might like. That's pretty great. And we are consistently connecting virtually. I don't know. I hope my speaking does something to people and or makes people think something. Or not just makes people think, but I hope that when I speak and when I listen, and the conversations that I have, and the questions that I bring, I hope that sparks an interest in people and makes them think, huh, I should also ask more questions and be kinder. Rather than, wow, Matthias has a point. I'm gonna fucking give him all my money and tell the world that he's right. Or Matthias doesn't have a point and I'm gonna fucking bash him in the comments. I think every conversation is an opportunity to learn how to conversate. Not just learn what the conversation is about. Like learn how to conversate. Learn the language, right? Because that's what's happening right there. You're conversing. You're learning. You're studying about. You're talking to somebody. You don't always have to analyze people. Like, please don't do that. But yeah, you're learning. Learning how to converse. You're learning body language. You know, you're opening yourself up. You're not just like, oh, well, what the hell kind of conversation is that? You're just talking to a wall. You could say that to a baby. You could talk. You could, like, listening is not just what is being said at the surface level. There's more to listening. And maybe I don't know how to explain it just yet. But there's far more to listening than just, oh, you said X, Y, and Z? Great. That's who you are. There's more to listening than that. There's so much happening. And I hope that my conversations bring that to people. Bring that awareness to people. That shall be fire. Fire. We have a society where people are watching things and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm starting to think. I'm starting to question. So that's what this year's going to be all about. Not giving a fuck. Questioning. And doing fucking work. Making it fucking happen. Last night, I don't even know what I was doing. But I was like, I missed this party because it was so far away. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do right now. And then I pulled out my old MIDI keyboard. And I just made some fucking rhythm. I'm like, there he is. There's the guy. He's back. And this year, I'm gonna blow the fuck up. It's really possible. But we must put in the work. I'd love to do these every week. I'd love to genuinely have conversations to talk about. Eventually bring people on. I'm not the smartest, not the funniest, not the cleverest, not the wittiest. But I like conversation and I care about people and I like listening. And I need to talk someone's ear off. And I want to feel like this is my space, you know? Like, this is my space. For so long, I felt like whatever I say doesn't really fucking matter to people. People don't care. And that's pretty much true. It's pretty much true. To an extent, some people that do really care and want to actually listen. I don't have always the greatest, most profound thing to say, but that's not what it's about. It's not. That's the whole point. It's about just like listening and being there for people. And that's what it's really all about. Like that's what real love is, and that's what matters to me the most. Is listening to when somebody, regardless of what they're saying, obviously, words matter, but, how they're saying things. Listen to that. Don't mind my tears. I mean, I talk about my tears all the time. And just, these are not tears of sadness. These are tears of overwhelming joy. I just said, tears of overwhelming joy. The straightest face. What the hell's wrong with me? I think that's what matters the most. And I dare say I add value to the world. And I find real joy in saying that. Like, genuine joy and excitement. And, oh my God, I fucking matter in this world. I matter. Now, there's a humbleness to this. There's a humbling going on, like in the mass. You don't, because you're just a body. But you do matter because you can affect other bodies, cause a chain reaction. Two things can be true. You're not special, and you are. Because you affect people. That makes you special. You have a deep, intimate, surreal relationship, connection with the universe, with God, whatever you want to call it. Like a deep, surreal experiences. You're special. Other people don't have that. Other people don't. It goes right out. Right over their head. You're special. You matter. You matter. You add to the universe. You also don't, because you're going to die. And just like everyone else. And people are going to forget you. Classic. But you matter. You are an impactful person. And so I think my podcast is really just going to be about me yapping the fuck and shit out of stuff. It's just going to be me talking, that's what podcast is. And, eventually you talk to people, and the one thing that I fear the most is confrontation and conflict. And, well, it's bound to happen. Just had an experience, and my problem is that I think it's OCD or ADHD, whatever it is, that I dwell on that one situation that bothers me, and I will dwell on it from that moment to the next few hours, and it'll affect me, and people will be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm good." And I will know how to process it, because I'll want to just say to this person, but then I'm thinking it's already 10 minutes later. Why am I going to bring it up? Yeah, that's what I have difficulty with when it comes to the conflict. But I think it's necessary to get over that. Do it with kindness and grace, right? Because this is all fun. It's really just fun. It's really just fun and a learning curve. We're not trying to bully anyone or cause harm, and I just want to be of service in that and making a positive impact in this world. That's really a genuine positive impact, and that requires sacrifice, and that, with a positive impact comes a complete opposite negative impact, because you can't go into one without the other. You think of positivity as a beautiful, high uphill. Well, how do you expect to get up there? So that's what this year's going to be about. I'm excited to continue doing these every week. Don't know what this is going to be about, and that doesn't fucking matter. We gonna keep it talking. And we gonna figure it out. And the scorching winds, they're angry. God is angry with you. No, he's not. He doesn't care. Nah, he's chilling. To whoever's watching, thank you. Whoever made it this far, what the hell? Thank you. I can't believe you watched this whole thing. You're blessed. I'm grateful. You saved my life. I am eternally grateful. Thank you, and I can't wait to continue making these. Shout out Jesus. Shout out Jesus Christ. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And, oh yeah. Happy New Year.